There is no intro, no nothing. I had some time to kill tonight, and I just happened to get a few of the Wave 15 figures in. I figured to take a look at them, and I do it on camera live. So let's, without without messing around, even though I just without messing around, let's get right to it. So, like I said, this is a very, very, very impromptu visit with a few of the Wave 15 um, figures and what I think about them. So here we go. First up, this is obviously not Wave 15, but I did want to discuss this. Well, actually, let me preface this. I made an order to ZLC. Frank Wojo, absolutely retro. He's my man, of course, and that's who I've been dealing with since you know since forever. And ZLC too. But in this particular instance, they had this flocked Jimi Hendrix, which to me was one of the best Mego figures. I don't know. There's just something about it, man, and I love it. Absolutely love it. So you can't get him anymore, and CLC just happened to have one. So I made sure I picked that up, and there he is. It's pretty cool. Flocked hair. Again, this looks more. This is the best looking Hendrix period. So I just want to get that out there. So while I was getting this figure, I decided, because we haven't got our Wave 15s in it yet, let me get a couple of the Wave 15s because honestly, I'm impatient and I just couldn't wait. So I just kind of want to look at, check them out. And also, I have the Tops versions right here. So let me just go ahead and quickly pull him out. And check this out. So this is not official Mego Live at all. This is just me because, like I said, I couldn't wait, and uh, there's a little bit more going on here. I'll explain later on, but oh yeah, and again, loving the new larger bandless body that Mego has come out with. If we do a size by size comparison, you see it's definitely much bigger. And do I have an actual 8-inch figure here? I know I do somewhere, but can I get? Well, I'm not really prepared to do that. Like I said, this is just a very quick look at the figures, and I mean that is just amazing. So now we have two mutants. Hey Daryl, hey guys. Yeah, I see out there in the comments. Hey Ted, Tommy. I'm not really like I said. This is just kind of a real quick run through, and I'm also testing a new camera. Truth be told, and a couple other things going on. So there's mutant, and of course, you know, just like everything with Migo, it just keeps getting better, more effort, or not. I shouldn't say more effort. I guess that's not the right way to say it, but they're finding their zone. And if we didn't know any of the background stuff or anything like that, and we've seen these in stores, honestly, if you go by the price point, if you go by everything that they include in this deal, it's a bargain, and it's probably the best bargain out there. Hey, John, yes, he does get shorter when he rips off his face mask. There's something about that, but yeah. So Tommy, the original bit six is actually bigger than the 6-inch because I always thought that the 6-inch it made for like a decent sidekick, but maybe more like a teen instead of like younger, smaller adult. But real quick, let me take core out. So, oh yeah, much, 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 much better. Holy smack! Look at that. And I don't have the other core because I didn't take them out of the package. And I didn't even look at the package. But if this is not, oh yeah, like I had to look to find this out, but of course, anybody that's ever dealt with Rachel Baker before Mego came back, this is probably what I would call her signature outfit. What Rachel did that blew everybody away is she did Klingons and she did what? What was the second one? Planet of the Apes. And not only just, she was the first person that I ever had design me a TV accurate Klingon uniform. And guess what? Here it is. Now it's a factory production. So best price. Yeah. Yep. And also, yeah, man. I mean, honestly, cameras, this is not, by the way, this is the new camera. The other camera that I came in with, that's the newer one. I probably should be doing this on that, but I didn't have it set up like that. But look at that. I mean, honestly, man, look at that. This is a figure that's under $20. Under $20. Unbelievable. Can't, I mean, it's just, and of course, the variant, there's not really, and it's what's cool is you really can't do too much variant on the Star Trek cards because of the style guides, but they did find a way to make it unique. Plus, the actual figure itself, had this figure only been available for tops, that would have been something that I would have been upset about had I not heard. Um, yes, so the Wave 15 core is a full 8 inch. Yep. Had I not let's say I missed the tops. Let's say, I was whatever. I was out of the country. I just didn't know what was going on. And then I seen this, and then I found out it was made that I couldn't get one because it was only made exclusively for tops. I would have been pretty mad. So the fact that these, I would honestly, I wouldn't care if there were variants or not. I'm just happy that they're here, and also happy that we can get. Now we can get as many as we want, and we don't have to, that shipping isn't tacked on. And yeah, I bought every single Topps figure, and I actually got multiples. So I was hit with that shipping. So now here's a blurry camera. Son of a gun. You know what? I'm not even going to mess around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out to the new camera because I can do that. So, ooh, there's me. I don't want to see me. So let's do this. I'll tell you what kind of camera this is if I remember. So check that out. So while we're talking about technology, so check this out. With this camera, I can zoom. Woohoo! I could pan and tilt. Let's see, let me get some tilt action going on there so I can get them in frame. Much better picture too. All right, so now, where was I? Okay, so here's how they came. Here's the Topps, Brent and the Mego Taylor. Now, of course, if you watch Planet of the Apes, beneath Planet of the Apes, they're not gonna, they're not gonna sit there and try to make James Franciscus appear his size against Heston. Because the short guy and the tall guy. So I'm sure that they calculate, but you can kind of tell. But at any rate, I don't have them here, but for those of you that don't know, there is a Wave 15 Brent, which is in the captured outfit, the slave outfit, whatever you want to call it. So, and I do have Taylor, but I didn't bring him in here. So for those of you that I was upset that General Russell did not come with the Apes rifle nor Apes pistol. Well, yeah, but the good thing is there are ways, there are you can get add-ons for that. It's not official Mego, so I can't talk about it here, but they are out there, or you can just borrow an extra gun and throw it with him, or AJ kit packs, whatever. So anyway, the last one I want to look at is, because I have the Topps versions of these, but because they were smaller, I didn't even want to open them. There's no point in it for me. But is the new Mego Green Arrow. And they have taped the bow to the package. So hold on a second, let me get that out. They taped it rather well. Son of a gun. What kind of tape do they have in China? Oh, okay. Well, the good news is it came untaped. The bad news is it slung across the room, and I honestly, honest to God, it just went into the abyss. What in the hell? Okay, well, any rate, had I had it, it would have looked a nice bright or a nice dark green. Actually, not bright green, but dark green. All right, guys, you're gonna have to move over a little bit. Join the already viewed crowd. And here we go with our new Mego Green Arrow. And I actually like this a lot. I really, really, really do. I really, really, really do. I like the. Again, I preach this with the new bodies. Make sure the joints are lined up before you try to bend it. See how that was? Now, had I tried to bend that arm, I would have had a kerfuffle on here, and that wouldn't have been good. So let me make sure. Bada bing, bada boom. There he is. He's wondering, why did you throw my bow across the room? And I'm trying to answer him like I didn't mean to. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Son of a gun. Am I on camera doing that? Probably so, but I don't care. All right, so here we go. All right, you know what? Hold on one second. One more second, because I got other things here. Yeah. Yeah, John, you know what? See, I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't know. John's talking about the, hey, Logic, what's up, buddy? John's talking about how the price for this now compared to 1972 kind of works out with inflation and all that, and the where we're at. All right, so I have stands. So, dude, I mean, honestly, look at this. This is a pretty bad. This is a nice looking figure. I gotta watch my language on here. It's family friendly, and I don't want Paul to be chasing me around saying I said a bad word. Is G the right way? It sure is. So they figured out that the G, as in gorilla, was not the right way. So here's the green arrow. Outstanding. Very cool. Oh yeah. So the let's talk about the elephant in the room is actually yeah, I know. So the DC cards again. No, I don't know this for a fact, but because it's one of those things that it's just one of those things that I don't know. But I can only imagine that figures and all this. It's you're climbing a ladder, man. You're climbing, like in the more business, the more stuff that Migo's doing with these factories and stuff like this, the higher on the ladder that they get. And same thing with licensing in DC and stuff like that. As you can see, as time goes on, these cards are looking a little better, because with the style guides that DC has put on these things, there's so little that you can do. And I think I would have to say this is one of the better, if not the best looking DC card I've seen. From uh, uh, since they've started doing the DC. So would there be an 8-inch DC Superman available at Target stores? Well, there already are. There's there already is. There's the Henry Cavill Superman, which was I believe made its way to Target, and if not Target, I know he was at Walmart, and I think I actually think Target just clearance their um, I guess it would be Wave 13 or Wave 14 figures, which stuff like Doctor Zayas was in that mix. The the cage version of Spock was in that mix. Um, and again, the Targets and the WalMarts, it's not every single one of them. It's just like everything else. And now I've become quite good at, well, not good, but I'm getting more knowledge uh, about how they stock the shelves at Target and Walmart. And I can tell you there absolutely is no plan there. They do it. All depends on the store. It all depends on who's running that department. I've seen, and I know this to be true. I'm not just making stuff up here, but I've seen guys, teams that work in these departments that are also collectors. And they might be pop vinyl collectors, they might be Lego collectors, they might whatever they are, but those people tend to usually understand what's going on, and they try to clear the pathway to make people like us, when they go in there, be able to find stuff that we're looking for, and proceed to go from there. But as you can imagine, you know, Migo's been back since 2018, but they're still not at the level that NECA is, as far as like being able to command, like, well, we want this much space and that's that, and move these guys aside. Again, to me, it's like a ladder thing. You've got to climb that ladder, man. You've got to, and the good news is I know that they're going to do it, because I'm honestly, I'm so impressed with where they're at right now, as far as like, just, just, I mean, just as far as like progression, consistent progression, and and every now and then there's like a step back, or what might appear to be a step back. But I also have found, and I attribute this directly to Joel, that when these things happen that seem like, oh man, how are they going to recover from that? You know, I think, whoops, well, how is he going to recover from that? I almost think like it's a challenge for somebody like Joel, and I know he doesn't want to have these things all the time, but I have a feeling that he, he he likes these challenges, because they seem to really come out of them very well. Usually a lot better than anyone ever thought they would. Plus, we always benefit from it one way or the other. You name the incident, and I'll tell you the benefit. If nothing, like you talk about like McCoy. The McCoy that came out with the pale body. Well, so therefore, that asked at the time, yeah, they were provided new bodies, and that, to me, that's a bonus. And now they got two bodies to mess with. It's just little things like that. But this, with like the bodies that were shorter than the regular 8 inch, what was the bonus there? Well, the bonus is now we have an extra body. Now we have another size body that can be used for that that not as tall figure, or that the sidekick. Hopefully now we'll see a Robin or something like that. Yeah, Justice League, which means you might be seeing because like the 50th anniversary of Mego, that's revisiting the world's greatest superheroes. So you never know what you're going to see there. But if you guys have been watching these previous lives, I have a feeling they're going deep, into what Mego once was, or once not once was. I'm sorry, what Mego once had as far as a character lineup. I had the Klingon Disruptor, and again, that, like the bow, kind of went across the room. So, yep, the first challenge was a 14-inch long neck. That's right. What did Joel do? He answered it with a new head. And then what the second one was? Anybody? I do. It was the Joker that didn't have his jacket, because, and that's an interesting thing. The Joker didn't get his jacket because in production, I guess his there's a budget amount per figure which they have to do in order to meet the quota, just like anything else. And I think Joker went over budget, and they had to sacrifice something, and it was his jacket. But then that was made available. I hope I'm not going in and out of audio here. I'm not trying to, but it's really bugging me that I lost the disruptor the same way I lost the bow. And that thing's so small, I don't think I'm going to find it. So let me stop uh, bebopping around the room because I'm sure that's bebopping in audio too. So, end of the day, here we have four of Wave 15. God, this is awesome. Why am I doing that? I have two more stands. So, if anybody is wondering, yeah, I'm hooked on this stuff. Oh, it is Joel. Oh, hey Joel, what's going on, man? What is going on? I'm sorry. See, I can't. It just says Facebook user. So that was Joel saying the first challenge was the 14-inch long necks. That's right. And then, and I'm telling you, okay, so Joel, so I'm starting to think that you don't mind these things because it gives you opportunity to figure out a solution. If those of you that don't know, I'm gonna tell you a little background history about Joel. Only the stuff that I'm allowed to tell. Joel is a tinkerer by trade. So when Joel's also a guitar player. So when we're out ready to hop on stage, Joel's the guy backstage that's still working on the tubes on the amp. That's Joel. I could just see it. It's like, oh man, something just doesn't sound. Let me just, you know. So there you go. Here is. Let me get the camera a little bit more in focus. Let me find my. Well, where the hell is it? What did I do with my? Okay. Uh-oh, didn't want to do that. There we go. Let me get my zoom out and zoom back. That's funny because now now everything's wanting to work weird for me. Okay, so now I need to get my picture back. Ouch. All right, so anyway, so there we are. Those are the um there we go. All right, so is the zoom better now? Yeah. Sorry guys, I had a little technical difficulty which I recovered from. Believe it or not, there was one point where I was doing these lives and I couldn't figure out how to do audio. 45 minutes on camera with no audio. True story. All right, so get your hand out of your face. Oh, there you go. See, Barry's the drummer. See, I knew you did, Barry. I knew you did something. I knew you did something. Well, maybe we'll have to do something. If you got a digital kit, I can put you to work. But yeah. So yeah, man, isn't the Green Arrow awesome? I really think, and they're to scale. They're to scale. These are 8-inch figures. This is a new body, and as Joel said, a surprise announcement in our last live, there is actually another body coming out. Another one, not the female one, but another type of body. I'm not going to get into details, mainly because I don't have any, but I'm sure it'll be, it's just once again another tinkering thing, which will be to our benefit. I think Mego is kicking butt, guys, and these are affordable. I personally, I have no issues with any of the subject or categories licenses that Mego is doing because it's what I prefer. What they're doing right now is everything that I like. The only other thing that they could have obviously would be Marvel, and that's another story for another time. Maybe they've already defied all odds as it is. Maybe they can up the ante, and we'll see something like that in the future. But for right now, Wave 15 is looking really, really, really good. It is by far in the character selections they're just outstanding choices. They came out really well. I read everybody's comments, whether it's here, whether it's on Amigo Corp, whether it's an ambassador, and I know where everybody's thoughts are on most things. Like Max Fleischer Superman, maybe more like classic Mego Superman, but I don't know. Uh, I would anything's possible with these guys, but like a vintage, like a 1940s Superman look, I would love to see that myself. Yeah, I'm all about the that that retro, vintage, whatever. But like I was saying, read through all the comments. I know where people's heads are at. Same thing where I'm at, man. I'm a collector. I'm a customizer. I've been involved with this. Just like most of us since we were kids. Obviously didn't stay steadily involved throughout my adult life, but it's nice to get back into as we get older and as we settle down a little bit, as I say. But having said that, I can only imagine what Wave 16 is going to look like, right? Who knows? Anyway, everybody have a good night. Uh, let's see. Work. What's today? Saturday. Yeah, Marvel from your mouth to God's ears. Let us pray. Marvel, and then we need to get Marty Star Wars before this is all said and done. So that way, it'll be full circle, game over. Everybody's happy, and then and also for me, Joe, just go ahead and get a couple more Lord of the Rings characters out there. I'm kidding. I know. If we could do it, hey man. If not, we'll see what happens. But right now, more than content with what we got here. More than content. And hopefully, we'll have some more apes coming in the mix. More heroes, more horror, more entertainment. More entertainment. Uh, I'd love to see a new Elvis about right now. One never knows. But anyway, guys, have a good night. I'm glad you took a few minutes to hang out. Oh, also, real quick, very important, not necessarily to me because I don't usually come on and rant and like this, but for the channel itself, please, well, not that one, but for the channel itself, please make not that one. For the channel itself, please make sure there you go. Like and subscribe. The next time we're on here, it'll be a full Mego. Full live with Mego Corp type video, and we will be talking about all of probably more of Wave 15 and hopefully some up and coming stuff as well. So my Zoom worked, but kind of put me out of focus. Anyway, having said that, the experiment with the new camera went okay. Went okay. I still have a couple things I got to dial in, but like how to make that stop and where's my full screen? Is it there or is it here? Oh, it's there. Well, I don't need to be that big. All right. Anyway, gotta go.